About a year ago, I met a couple who had just moved into their dream home on the Costa Blanca in Spain. Sea views, 3 bedrooms and a beautiful terrace. And only recently they told me the one thing that they would change if they could do it all again. We should have bought a property with a pool. Now here's what got me. They're not swimmers and they never planned to swim laps. They'd convinced themselves that the pool was too much hassle, too much maintenance, too expensive. Sound too familiar? But what they didn't realize is that they weren't missing out on exercise. They were missing out on a completely different lifestyle. And the people who figure this out before they buy are the ones that end up happiest. Because here's the truth, most private swimming pools shouldn't even be called swimming pools. That name confuses everyone. They should be called gin tonic pools or recovery pools or holiday at home pools, because that's how the happiest owners actually use them. Not swimming laps, but living better. I'm Daniel Mark from Casa Pro Properties, and in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you why owning a private pool improves your lifestyle a lot more than you might think. And one bonus reason you probably haven't even considered. Let's get right into it. Reason number 1, the ultimate gin tonic pool. Now let's talk about what I like to call a gin tonic pool. Now let's be realistic. Most people aren't doing 50 lengths before breakfast. They're floating around on a hot afternoon. They're chatting with family and friends. They're sitting on the pool steps with a drink in hand, watching the evening sunset. A small swimming pool becomes the center of the home during those summer months. It's also one of those rare places where people just slow down. And the funny thing is, when buyers first start looking for a property, they often focus on the size of the pool. But after they move in, what they remember isn't how big the swimming pool was. They remember the laughter, the family gatherings, and those warm evenings spent together around the water. And that's why I call it a gin tonic pool. Because for most people, it's not really about swimming lengths, it's about enjoying life, enjoying the moment right now. Sometimes the value of a pool isn't measured in meters, but it's measured in those memories. Reason number 2, your own private holiday every single day. One thing I hear from buyers all the time is that they want their property to feel like a holiday home every single day. And honestly, very few things create that feeling more than having your own private swimming pool. Think about it. You wake up in the morning, you open the shutters, and you see the water sparkling outside. You have breakfast outside, overlooking the swimming pool. During the afternoon, you take a quick dip whenever you feel like it. And in the evening, you can sit outside with friends and family while the swimming pool lights create a completely different atmosphere. It instantly changes how you use your outdoor space. Without a swimming pool, a terrace is just a terrace. A private pool brings the holiday lifestyle to your home every single day. I really hope you're enjoying the video so far. Remember, I don't make these videos to try and sell you swimming pools. I make them because I've watched buyers spend years regretting a decision that they made in 5 minutes. And that's the one thing that I'm trying to prevent. If you like this honest advice, then please hit that subscribe button. And as a subscriber, you'll get exclusive discounts on many of our properties across the Costa Blanca. Reason number 3, the perfect recovery pool. A private swimming pool can become one of the best recovery pools that you own. If you play golf, cycle, run, play tennis, paddle, or go to the gym, your body needs time to recover. Water naturally reduces pressure on your joints and on your muscles. Now, many physiotherapists use hydrotherapy because water provides resistance without putting strain on our bodies. Now, one thing that's overlooked is the simple benefit of being able to tread water comfortably just for a few minutes. It can help support circulation and encourage lymphatic flow throughout your body. That's why when I'm looking at swimming pools, I don't always focus on having a bigger pool. Sometimes having a slightly deeper pool can be far more beneficial than having a longer swimming pool. You suddenly have your own recovery pool, rehabilitation pool, and low-impact exercise space all in one. A slightly deeper pool can provide you with years of recovery, mobility, and well-being benefits that many buyers just never consider. Reason number 4, it can add lifestyle value to your property. Now, of course, swimming pools can obviously make a property a lot more attractive to holidaymakers and future buyers. Not every buyer wants a swimming pool, but in hotter climates, many do. For families, second homeowners, and holidaymakers, a private pool is high on the wish list. And while a pool doesn't automatically guarantee a higher selling price, it can make your property easy to sell because obviously it appeals to a much wider audience. Now, the same can apply if you've ever decided to rent your property as a holiday home. When families are comparing similar properties online, a private pool can often be the feature that makes them choose one property over another. So the biggest benefit of having a private pool isn't necessarily when you sell the property, but the great value is the lifestyle and the enjoyment it gives you today. Reason number 5, your own personal cool down zone. Now, as we speak, Europe is experiencing a record-breaking heat wave. And one of the biggest benefits of having a private swimming pool is simply being able to cool your body temperature down whenever you like. And something that people often underestimate is just how effective water is at cooling your body down compared to air conditioning or just sitting indoors. Many people often find that just after a few minutes in the water, their body stays cooler and more comfortable for a long time afterwards, sometimes even for up to an hour or two. And if you do want to put the air conditioning on, that's not a problem, but try waiting till after you've had a swim. The cooling effect from the pool means that you'll instantly notice and appreciate the air conditioning far more. Another really practical benefit is in the evening before going out. What do I mean? Well, if you've been out in the heat all day, and of course you need to get dressed to go somewhere, a quick dip in that private pool of yours can bring your body temperature right down and quickly. You can actually get dressed and feel fresh and head out without that overheated, uncomfortable feeling. And that's where a private pool becomes more than just lifestyle luxury. Sometimes the best use of a swimming pool isn't swimming. It's simply cooling your body down and making the rest of your day or evening far more comfortable. And here's your bonus reason: cold water therapy effect. And here's a bonus reason that has become incredibly popular over the last few years. Many people are now using their private swimming pools as a form of cold water therapy. Even just 2 to 5 minutes in cooler water can help wake you up, increase alertness, improve circulation, and leave you feeling refreshed for the rest of the day. Now, a lot of people say that they feel more energized than they normally would after their first morning coffee. And the great thing is that you don't need an expensive ice bath or special equipment. If you have your own pool, you've already got it. I've spoken to people who now use their swimming pool every day before breakfast. What started as a holiday feature has now become part of their everyday health routine. Of course, everyone should listen to their own body and seek medical advice if they have any health concerns. Your swimming pool isn't just for summer afternoons. It can also become part of a daily health routine. Now let's go back to that couple at the very start, the ones who said they should have bought a property with a private swimming pool. They weren't swimmers. They didn't need a 50-meter lap pool. What they were actually missing were the gin tonic evenings, the morning coffee by the water, the grandchildren's laughter by the pool, the cooling down on a scorching day, the recovery after a round of golf, that feeling of being on holiday every single day. You don't need an Olympic-sized swimming pool. You need the right pool for how you actually live. Did we cover everything? Drop a comment below. I read every single one. And I genuinely like to know which one of these reasons surprised you the most. Subscribe for our latest videos. And as a subscriber, you get exclusive discounts to many of our properties on the Costa Blanca. Check out this video here on 7 pool mistakes that cost people thousands. Or if not, then this one here might interest you more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.